A woman who worked in a psych ward for 2 years shared something that instantly caught my attention because the pattern she described was far too consistent to ignore. She said an alarming number of female patients ended up in that facility because of what they were dealing with from men.
So I worked in a mental health ward for 2 years, females only. And can I just say that most of the women I spoke to were there due to men. Now, I'm not saying this to say men are wicked or evil. This is not one of those videos. However, it is to say women, be wise, okay? Do not allow a man to drive you to the point of insanity. Do not allow a man to gaslight, manipulate, and send you to what feels like an early grave, okay? Know yourself. This is why I always preach, before you get into a relationship, know yourself. Be grounded in yourself. Something that I wish I was taught. But you know, in life, when you don't know something, at some point you learn it, right? Know yourself completely so that you are whole. So that when you are entering a relationship, you're entering with someone else who is whole. And if they are not whole, you can establish that and you could choose. You make a choice to either stay and help them, even though I don't think that's the right option, or you remain by yourself until you find someone who is whole, okay? What do I mean by whole? I mean grounded in who you are. I mean, you know who you are, you know your worth, and so someone else can't come and turn you crazy, you know? They can't come and make you lose yourself because you know who you are. And so when you feel like they are trying to shake who you are, when you feel like they're trying to make you lose yourself, you're quick to run for your life. Run for your life. Because again, these women, lovely women, sad stories of men who are traumatized. That's another issue, another topic for another day. These are men who protect yourself is the point, okay?
Not random stress, not unrelated issues, but emotional strain caused directly by their relationships. What stood out to me is how confidently she said it. She wasn't guessing. She wasn't exaggerating. She was speaking from first-hand experience. When someone works in an environment where people hit their breaking point, they see patterns the rest of us don't. And according to her, the number of women who were mentally drained, manipulated, or emotionally damaged because of the men in their lives was shockingly high. The message also highlights something deeper. Many women across the world share the same stories, the same emotional battles, and the same draining experiences, even though the men involved have no connection to each other. That kind of repetition shows this isn't an isolated issue. It's a pattern tied to emotional neglect, manipulation, and unhealthy relationship cycles. Her point wasn't about blaming all men. It was about recognizing the reality that a lot of women are carrying emotional loads much heavier than they admit. And when those relationships become toxic or mentally exhausting, the consequences can become severe. What she said serves as a warning. Protect your peace, understand your emotional limits, and pay attention to signs of manipulation early. Because the mental toll of a relationship that drains your spirit is real. And too many women don't realize the damage until they've already hit their breaking point.